Hey, what's up, world? YouTube, Facebook, social media, world news. If you're watching, um, I got I got a few extra things I want to share. I'm gonna start off with a couple of dreams that I got some extra downloads. Um, I didn't finish telling you about that other dream yesterday that I had, or I'm gonna tell you this one right now that I had right now. I was with my son and Richard Jr. Every time I have dreams with him, he's always younger. I know he's old now, older, but every time I'm with him, he's a kid. Cause that's how I knew him. And I was at my old house, 1347 Logan, and I saw my real dad, my real uncle on my dad's side, his brother Smiley, and I saw my sister, my stepdad, my mom, and they never kick it together. Never have I ever seen them kick it together, like one-on-one, like a group. Never. They're always separated. They're a separated family, you know what I'm saying? And I saw them there at that house. I mean, they don't live there no more. And I saw my sister's cousin, Checky's daughter, Sergio Delgado's daughter. That cop I was telling you about a while back, the one that's no good. Well, she came outside and she walked past me like I didn't exist. And I told my son, you see how they treat us? They act like we don't even exist, dog. Look at that shit. And he was all, no, Dad. I was all, you see the shit I gotta put up with? He's all, fuck this. I never heard my son cuss. And my son was all, fuck this, Dad, let's get out. I said, we are. And I went up the porch, the back porch that I helped my dad build a long time ago when I was a kid. And I saw an empty ass fish tank. There was nothing in it. It was empty. No water, no nothing. I thought that was kind of weird, right? I wonder what that meant. But then my mom comes out, my sister comes out, my fake mom, fake sister, my stepdad. And then my dad, my real dad, and my uncle come out, and they're driving my old ass F-150 Gold truck that I used to own. And them two hopped in it. For some reason, I had the back of the tailgate off, and I was carrying it. I don't know what that fuck that means. I gotta look it all up. I got a dream Bible that every time I got questions on my dreams, I go to dreambible.com, type it in, and it'll tell you all these meanings. And you just, you follow the rules. It may say different colors, this means this. Different environments, something like that. You know what I mean? So when I woke up, I was like, damn, I need to share this because now they're combining forces behind my back. My real dad's family, my stepdad, my stepmom, or my fake mom. They're all combining forces behind closed doors. So you might want to, Fed, Secret Service, all y'all higher ups, y'all might want to keep an eye on that house because something's going on over there. I know in my heart because once they moved, they will always pass by every now and then. I want to see the old house that we used to live in. Remember? On Logan. They're like, yeah, cool, let's check it out. I never really thought that much of it. But every time we would pass by, there would always be empty or one car just parked outside. And then there's this big ass skeleton. Big, like, I don't know if it was Halloween season or what, but it was like a 15-foot skeleton, and it was like demonic looking and shit. And I was like, if you're into that kind of shit, I guess, but it stayed out there for so long, past, like for months and months and months and months, like months and months and months and months. And shit, almost for like a whole year, maybe 2 years straight, that motherfucking statue was outside. I don't think it's out there anymore, but it used to be. And I always, whenever we would pass by every now and then, it would still be out there. And I'll be like, why the fuck they never take that shit down? It's weird. Well, I don't know. I'm just putting it out there. You might want to investigate that home too. I know actually I own that home too. I know I own that home too. But you might want to see what's really going on over there. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they're using that house to do secret meetings in, which it looked like in my dream. Plots and plans and You know, probably sending money transfers over there so they could take the heat off of the home over here in the south side that I used to go live in. You know, shit like that. So I'm just putting it out there. Hey, food for thought. You might just land some bigger fish over there. You never know. And if you do, praise to God. You know what I'm saying? Tat on my back because I did the right thing. I spoke up. You know, I spoke up and I spoke about it. But and that last dream I had, this guy from high school that I grew up with, he was leaning on my house and he was chopping it up with me. He said, "Hey, we're on the street. Say you gonna get your land back." I said, "Yeah." He said, "I heard you're gonna have a lot of beautiful women too, man." I said, "Yeah, that's for sure. But you got one thing wrong. It ain't just gonna be one land, bro." And he looked at me like, "What, for real?" I was like, "Yeah, there's a lot of land, dog. A lot of properties, dog. That I own here in Texas. You should find out when I get the fuck out of here in Texas and start ruling past Texas. You're gonna notice that I own more land here, all over the United States." But I'm humble about it. I'm not like telling them all my secrets, you know what I'm saying, which I already know a lot that I own out there. I don't want to overwhelm people, you know what I'm saying, and be like, if he owns all this shit, no wonder they fucking don't want him to speak up. And there's people saying he's not qualified to speak about anything. I'm not qualified to speak. It's because I got a bunch of receipts. That's why. Is it because I got a bunch of receipts? That's why you feel like I ain't qualified to speak? Yeah? So you want to show me up because I got receipts on you. Spiritual receipts. You know, physical hits on me. You know, murder attempts on me. Murder sicknesses is on me. You know what I'm saying? To kill me slowly or fast. Some of them were fast. And they didn't work. Some of them are slow. Still didn't work. All your physical hits still didn't work. It backfired. Now they got hit. Hitman got hit. And if they haven't got hit yet, all of them, they're going to get hit. But anyway, I just, you know, I got a few things that I wrote down, and I shared at my old house. You know, this is part 2 to the hurricanes. Look, people, some of y'all are gonna say, "Man, he keeps talking about these hurricanes. Oh, it hasn't happened." Of course it hasn't. I told you it ain't gonna happen today or tomorrow. Maybe not even in 1 week from now. It ain't gonna happen in 1 week from now. But it's gonna start forming after a week from now. Delete it. And you're gonna see, it's gonna get fucking big. And big and big and big, the closer it gets. And like I said, it's gonna shoot to three different. It's gonna shoot to Mexico, Texas, Louisiana, and it's gonna keep traveling. And when it hits land, it's gonna go super slow. It's like gonna take its sweet ass time. It's almost gonna look like it's stuck over us. You know why? I'm gonna tell you why. We need rain. We need our rivers and lakes full. So I need that hurricane to soak that motherfucker up. Not soak it up, but fill it up. So that's like half of the reason why I'm sending these hurricanes. That's like 50% why. So we can get our lakes full, our rivers full, the Frio River that I love to go to here. I love the Frio River, and I got beautiful freaking properties over there that nobody knows about. And damn, man, and these rivers, they're perfect rivers, but there's so many parts of the river that needs to come up, and every time I go, it's always dry and it's always low. And I always tell myself, I love tubing. And I would always get stuck in the rocks. And everybody, my cousins at that time, if I would go on vacation with them, which would be a miracle, then I'll take full advantage of every time I could get out the house. I would always take advantage of that. Anytime I get out the house, I fucking just, it's like I'm finally free. You know what I'm saying? So I do free shit. But I also know I got a calling. You know what I'm saying? I also know I got to be aware. A lot of other things. And I also got to work even though I'm on vacation. You know what I'm saying? But I would always get stuck. And I'll be pissed off and stuck on the rocks. Get off my tube. Back in the day, we would smoke. Man, fuck it. We'll just smoke a joint. We'll be smoking a joint, laughing, chilling, pop a beer. Right? And then we'll walk, finally a deep part, we'll jump on the tubes again. But what I'm trying to tell you this is, I always wanted construction workers to dig a fucking trench. I'm sick and tired of seeing, not saying make it deep as fuck, but make it fun where nobody has to get off their fucking tube and everybody could enjoy the fucking river. You know what I'm saying? Instead of getting stuck. And there's parts where there's too much brush while you're in the river, and it's like, and it feels like you're in a swamp almost, like that. And you know, I trim the branches, you know what I'm saying? Open it up, so the wind can come in. You know what I'm saying? The breeze, the air. And I got a lot of things I got plans. Like when I go places, I'm like, I need to do this. I have to do this. I have to do that. And they haven't done this and done that, but it's gonna get done. And it should have been done a long time ago, but I always had Satan in his army. Fuck no. He put all that money to have it done, but we took it, dog. We stole it, but shh. Don't say nothing. We're gonna use this money to buy shrimp, lobsters, buckholes party, buy houses, mansions, jets, condos, you know what I'm saying, cars, fast cars, trucks, more properties, do more drugs, buy more people, do more shit for our agenda. And I hate to tell you this truth, but I fucking should have had this done a long time ago. But this is how these people are. Every time, if you would have known how much work I put in years way back, and all this shit should have been done way back, but all that way back then, all those motherfuckers took my money. And then y'all blamed it on me. You projected it on me like I ain't doing my job right. And blaming it on me like it's you the one that's causing this, King. You're the one who's lazy. You're the one who's getting always locked up. You're the one who's sick. You're the one who looks like doo-doo in this world. Bitch, because you make me sick. You make me look like doo-doo. You talk to me like I'm doo-doo. You tell everybody I am doo-doo. And then, but everybody knows now, by now I'm not doo-doo. It's you that's doo-doo. Because you do voodoo, and your voodoo's doo-doo, and your doo-doo's voodoo. You get what I'm saying? And your black magic ain't happened. It's backfiring. All your death spells are going back. 6 spells are going back. All your millionation spells are going back. And the truth's coming out, people. A lot of truth's gonna come out, man. When I was in the mental hospital, I was on a fucking on a bed